Serious Health Services Health Talks. I'm Dr. Joshua Derito, a family physician. In this video, we are going to talk about screen time and children and teenagers. In this era, we call it the digital era. So there are various types of screens that we are using. These include our phones, iPads, computers, laptops, and also the television itself. You find that it is necessary that these gadgets, we have them and they make part of our lives. For the young people, these can have beneficial or detrimental effects. So for the benefits include educational opportunities. There are various types of education that kids can get from their gadgets. Then there is also the issue of connectivity with your friends and family members. So it's easy to communicate and get in touch with the family members and also those whom you love. Then there is also skill development. There are some skills that you can learn through gadgets like coding, creativity, storytelling, problem solving, and even digital creating, like now what we are doing for now. This is not limited to children, they can also do the same. So what are some of the risks of excessive screen use? These include physical health issues, which include eye strain because of spending too much time on the screens. You can also have problems with postures. Sometimes you see young people, they spend too much time on the screen, possibly on their bed, and so there is a strain on the neck muscles. You may have persistent headache, vision problems. And the biggest challenge with the screens is what they prevent you from doing, and this can lead to obesity. You find that kids who are used to using screen, they don't have time to go out and play with their colleagues, and they also develop poor social skills because most of the time they are communicating possibly through the social media, and their interaction on a person-to-person basis becomes compromised. So interaction is compromised, and this can lead to mental issues which could lead to anxiety, depression, sleep disturbances. Of course, there is the issue of social bullying on the social network. Then there is also the issue of reduced social skills, and also this can affect the academic performance of the children. So what are some of the signs of excessive use of the screens? These include irritability. When the devices are taken away, a child can get temper tantrums. There's also decline in academic performance because the kid does not have time to concentrate on his school work, and also spending too much time on the screens can also affect the concentration of the child. It has been shown that if you listen to some music for some time, then some of the music can keep replaying, and this will affect your concentration. And this might not be very good for the school going children, especially for their performance in school. There's the aspect of social withdrawal, as we have said, poor social skills because of spending too much time on the screen, and also disrupted sleep patterns. Sometimes you'll see kids sneak their phones or even iPads into the bedroom or even into their beds, and they are scrolling inside the bed or inside the blanket, and this will affect the sleep. And also spending time before bedtime on the screen can also affect the quality of your sleep. So what are some of the strategies that we have to manage this use of screens? One is establishing screen time limits, encouraging. You can set times that you give a child the time limits. There are places that you limit the use of screen, like during in the bedroom, during meal times, when you have social functions, and when you also have recreational opportunities as a family or even in groups. I have seen some schools limit kids when they are going for social trips from going with gadgets so that they can be able to interact with each other, and this helps. So establishing screen time limits, encouraging alternative activities, sports, reading books, also have family time, get together as a family where you are able to talk to each other and exchange opinions, exchange experiences. Then using parental controls and monitoring tools, especially for the small children and even also for the teenagers, to see what they are engaging in on the screens, so that this will help you to control what they are exposed to, because some of the kids, they might get used to harmful sites like pornography, also drug abuse, and also social bullying. Then setting screen free zones, like the dining table, the bedroom, where there should be no screens in these places. So what is the role of parents and guardians in helping kids to cope up with the screens? One is modeling healthy screen habits. We as adults should be the examples that the kids can be able to emulate by what we do. So we cannot tell kids not to use phones in the bedroom, and we are the ones using them. We are the ones using them at the dining table. Then also encouraging open discussions on screen time. It is very important that before you get a phone or a device for your child, that you discuss the cons, the pros, so that you also get to listen to them. What are their feelings? What are their ideas they have about screen time and the use of digital gadgets. Then co-viewing and engaging in digital activities together, especially for the small kids. You can create time, you watch possibly you can watch some of the programs together. You explain to the child what is happening, and also listening to the child as you watch together. And then teaching digital citizenship and responsible usage, so that they know what is proper usage for the gadgets. So there are some practical tips for different age groups on the use of the screens. For toddlers, that is children between 0 to 2 years, avoid screens unless you video call them. For preschool children between the ages of 3 and 5 years, don't allow more than 1 hour of quality content per day. For school age children, that is between the ages of 6 to 12 years, balance screen time use with the other activities. They can have 1 hour of quality content, and then you encourage them for outdoor activities. And then for teens between the ages of 13 to 18, encourage self-regulation and responsibility. Discuss the concern that the kid has. Also have time to listen to them, listen to what they are watching on the screen, and also you can be able to give guidance. So managing screens during holidays and weekends, it is important to create a balanced schedule for indoor activities and also for outdoor activities. It is good that you prioritize outdoor activities and also social activities, which you can do as groups, and encouraging your kids to play with their peers. And they also setting technology free time for the family, especially meal times. And they also family get-togethers, so that kids can have time to interact. Also, when you have family gatherings, it's important that you encourage kids to avoid using gadgets, so that they have time to learn from each other, to talk to each other, and also socialize, so that they get to develop their social skills. So there are some apps that you can use to help you with parental control, like Google Family Link, Apple Screen Time, and there is also some tools that you can use to track your usage of the screen, like Rescue Time and some like Moment. Educational apps for productive screen use. Some of the things that there are some programs that are very educative, and they can be helpful for children. And then encouraging healthy digital habits, which includes working on quality rather than the quantity. This is where you don't need to spend the quantity time on the screen. Though we say the more quantity you use, the better you become. But if you spend too much time on the screen, then this has a lot of negative impact. And then teaching media literacy and the critical thinking. We realize that the digital space is exposing kids to a lot of information, and you realize that kids' minds are getting exposed to so much information. So you need to help your kids develop this critical thinking, question what they listen or what they watch, so that they know what is bad, what is good, and also form their opinion, and also they start to research further on some of the things that they watch, so that they don't take everything that they watch on the social media as the Bible truth. there is also good to foster digital well-being and the mindfulness. So it is important that you balance healthy screen use. Parents will be role models. Communication and consistency is very important, especially on restriction on the screen-free zones, and they encourage a variety of activities beyond the screens. So as parents, it would be good if you have watched this far that you subscribe to this overall health channel. I would also encourage you that you share your opinions and the challenges that you have been going through and some of the things that you have implemented which you think can help other parents and also other guardians on helping kids cope effectively with the digital era. Thank you very much for watching.